Article 355 refers to the provision in the constitution that states that it shall be the duty of the union to protect every state against external aggression and internal disturbance. It was removed actually armed rebellion only. Okay, after 1978, 44th Amendment, armed rebellion. Next, to ensure that government of every state is carried on in accordance with the provisions of the constitution. Okay, if it is not going according to the provisions of the constitution, then only you can impose Article 356. Next, so 355 is part of emergency provisions only under 18 of the constitution, part 18 of the constitution. Next, it is empowering central government to take all necessary steps to protect state against this internal disturbance. So what may be the possible question here with respect to 355 of the Indian Constitution? Article 355 mandates the union government to safeguard every state against external aggression and internal disturbance. Okay, ensuring the compliance whether they are complying with the constitutional provisions. Next, 355 is primarily concerned with the emergency provisions related to financial matters. No, absolutely not. This is 360. Next, Article 355 empowers the state government to handle law and order situation independently. So, what may be the possible one? Only one. Okay. Next, coming to this. Border Roads Organization Project Dentak to commemorate the 64th Racing Day. What is this Border Road Organization? You need to learn about this, bro. Prime Minister has praised this Border Road Organization. This is also one of the prominent organizations that has been contributing so much to the integrity of the nation. That is Border Road Organization. It has achieved various milestones. For example, the milestone that is Atal Tunnel, Atal Setu. Okay. Now this one. What is this Atal Setu? And Kol Chewang Rinchen Setu, to name a few. What is this Kol Chewan Rinchen Setu? It is located in Ladakh, just 45 kilometers away from the Chinese border, and it has built a cable bridge, okay, which connected and which was very strong and which is high altitude in nature, one of the highest positions in the world completely. And next thing is, bro has got this Guinness World Record in November 21 for the highest altitude road, that is at Umlingla, highest altitude road, and it is instrumental in constructing some of the great engineering marvels like Atal Tunnel and Atal Setu. Where is this Atal Setu is located? Atal Tunnel is located. Very good. That, see, what is meant by tunnel and Setu? Setu means a bridge. It is not a way. Okay, the bridge is not about 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers. Just it is about meters. Okay. The meter, that is, but why they consider it as one of the marvels, that milestones? Because of its locational factors. See, this project Dentak was actually, with respect to project Dentak, I would like to tell you one more statement. It was established in 1961 and as a result of an agreement between the Bhutanese president, okay, Bhutanese monarch, and India Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. Jigme Wangchu was his name during that time. Present Unnodiki Tata. Okay. Next, it was established under the provisions of Indo-Bhutan Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1949. So, ఇప్పుడు మీకు అర్థమైంది ప్రాజెక్ట్ దాంతక్ ఎవరికి సంబంధించింది? భూటాన్ కి. ఎవరికి? The project involved identifying most important aspects of connectivity and so for the socio-economic development of whom? Bhutan. Okay. Task to construct maintain roads suitable for motorized transportation in Bhutan. So what is this Border Road Organization? That I would like to tell you this one as well. So these are, you need to pick only the relevant points here. Project Dentak. Next, Border Road Organization. Next, its contribution. Atal Setu, Atal Tunnel, Ranchi something, sorry, this is the name. So Border Road Organization is a statutory body under ownership of Ministry of Defense, Government of India. This is one. Next, it maintains new networks and roads across border areas, border regions, and especially for friendly neighboring countries. And next, this includes infrastructure operations in 19 states and 3 union territories. 19 states and 3 union territories. Even it also contributed for Sri Lanka. Okay, 19 states. And also neighboring countries here are Afghanistan, Bhutan, and Tajikistan, Sri Lanka, Myanmar. Next, organizations. Here, organization motto is Shremena sarvam sadhyam. Everything is achievable through hard work. Organization motto. It is very relevant for us as well. So everything is achievable through hard work. Shremena sarvam sadhyam. Next, BRO is instrumental in signifying upgrading its skills and building new China road borders as well. Indo-China border roads. Here, BRO is getting these many world records. Guinness World Record is one of this one. High altitude road. It was built at Umlingla. It is also located in Ladakh. Okay. And next one is what is called Dantak. Yeah. Coming to number of questions that may be possible here. Coming to number of questions that may be possible. Possible number of simpler questions to complex ones, because instead of giving you complete complex questions, I have segregated these complex questions into simpler ones. Therefore, you can observe that before 10 years, the questions were like this. 10-12 years back. So, questions were 100 MCQs only. Let's consider 2011 paper, 2012 paper. Questions were around 100. Now, questions are 400 under the umbrella of 100. Simple. Question. That is why people are unable to maintain some time management. They are facing problem of time management in the original examination. Because they are reading 400 questions within these 2 hours. Okay. So, like this, they have segregated, they have combined these segregated questions of 2012-11 model. So, now you can realize that you will be attempting 400 questions in 2 hours. So, for example, in 2011-12 model, if you find the number of minutes that you spend for each question is around 1 minute. 1 minute or 1 minute 20 seconds. Okay, and distribute this 1 minute 20 seconds for 4 questions. 1 minute 20 seconds for these 4 questions. Therefore, you have to attempt these 4 questions in just 1 minute 20 seconds, not more than 1 minute 20 seconds. Have you got my point? If you see this simple question, you should be able to answer it within 15 seconds. Therefore, you can be able to solve that complex question within 1 minute 20 seconds, and you can save some time and energy. Okay, because I am not considering your thinking time in the examination hall. I am only considering your reading comprehension. To spend some more time, to give some time for your thinking competency in the original examination, you have to confine it to 1 minute. Because these 20 seconds are precious for you to enhance your scores in the examination hall. Because you will be encircling few tougher questions which will be seen later at the end of the exam. But by the time you won't be having any time. So to save at least 10 minutes time, your reading comprehension should be faster. Coming to this question, you should be able to answer them within 10 seconds. 10 seconds marathon. Project Dantak was established as a result of an agreement between. Okay. Next, the primary purpose of Project Dantak is to. So, you have to read all these 4 options immediately. So, develop infrastructure in India's border areas. Next, construct and maintain roads suitable for motorized transportation in Bhutan. Yes. Next, the motto of border road organization is everything is achievable through hard work. Okay. This is, which of the following construction countries, does the BRO operate in? Yes, that a project operate in India and Bhutan previously, now not now. For Pakistan, for Sri Lanka, for Nepal, it is not working. Okay, at present. But it had, I have to mention here is Dantak actually. Okay, I have to mention here Dantak. And next question may be possible one. For how many states across the border road organization contributed? And how many union territories as well? Yes. So, these are the facts that you need to remember through MCQ format. Okay. Next, but reading comprehension should not be more than 10 seconds for simple MCQ. For complex one, not more than 1 minute. Therefore, you need to segregate each statement into 1 MCQ. Next, 10 Indian languages to get technical term dictionaries. 10 Indian languages. What is this technical term dictionary? This is a commission for scientific technical term dictionary working under the aegis of Ministry of Education. How will you use this one? Because you can use this for new education policy, because this more assumes importance as new education policy, which is emphasizing on native language. Okay, education in the mother tongue. So this commission for technical terms development, this is that is called jargon, subject related jargon development, that is being done by whom? This commission for scientific and technical terminology. It is working under the aegis of Ministry of Education, but you may consider it may be under various other ministry, but it is exclusively contributing to people who are studying in various schools and colleges and for various competitive exams as well. Like UGC is giving that authority to one third party, that is National Testing Agency. It is conducting various exams for central universities and also other exams like National Eligibility Test. Okay. And one more thing, that is Joint Entrance Examination, JEE main. This is and University Grants Commission, National Eligibility Test to aid preparation for content, and Central University Entrance Test. These are conducted, right? So they have to provide this content in their mother tongue as well, in as many scheduled languages as possible. For that purpose, the assigned task is to whom? The task is assigned to Commission for Scientific and Technical Technology, which works under the aegis of this Ministry of Education. It is to create technical scientific terminology in 10 Indian languages at present. Okay. So the fundamental dictionaries with 5,000 words per language in 3 to 4 months is the task given to them, and it has developed more than 5,000 words for each language. The 10 languages were assigned to it. So very soon it will be coming up with various other exams, like all the competitive exams. Like already Railway Recruitment Board has introduced the exam in not only English but also not only Hindi but also in regional languages, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada as well. Next, this which was set up in 1961. This is, what is this called? Commission for Scientific Technical Terminology Development 1. So it was set up in 1961, has the mandate of evolving technical terminology in all Indian languages. Actually, it has mandate to develop this technical terminology in as many languages as possible. At present, it has potentiality or capability to build only for 10 Indian languages, this technical terminology. So there is a memorandum of understanding happening. This is not required. Next, coming to this next article, a High Court doesn't have power to direct changes in scheduled tribes list. One more thing that I have to actually display, but my laptop was not here. Okay, I will tell you, but I have developed some content regarding this one. Question in 2019, there was a question with respect to scheduled areas. Okay, if a land is ascribed to, or if a land is coming under Schedule 5 of the Constitution, what will be the possible impacts? So it will not be given to any private party for mining purpose or any commercial exploitation. It should be held in the hands of the traditional forest dwellers only in that region who are residing, who have been residing for many generations. Okay, the same question, the option was given as question in 2022. 2019, the option of 2019 with respect to 5th schedule was given as question in 2022, and the question in 2019 was given as option in 2022. Just it was reversed. Okay, it is very easy to find out the probable questions from PYQs. Many questions. Line-tailed macaco was asked several times. Okay, last year they have asked line-tailed macaco, but without elimination. And apart from all three statements, Malabar civet, line-tailed macaco, these were given last year only, and previously they have asked regarding these endangered species, but without elimination. They were actually very simple. Okay. Next, coming to this, High Court doesn't have power to direct changes in scheduled tribes list. Therefore, based on our previous experience, I am coming with it. 2023. Sorry, I have forgot to tell you what is the content that I have developed. Again, in 2023, they have asked question related to scheduled areas. Okay, with different orientation. You please go through this 2023 paper, 22 and 2019. Scheduled areas was one of the favorite areas of UPSC. Okay, scheduled areas. So, a high court doesn't have power. I will share it in Telegram channel. What was the research that I have done with respect to these scheduled tribes? Here it is not there to display. So, when I have set an MCQ as well, what is this MCQ? After reading this one, I will tell you what are the possible MCQs out of this. Yeah, yes, I have. Regarding the inclusion of Methi community in scheduled tribe list, which statement is true? Which statement is true? Regarding Methi community, to include them in scheduled tribe list. What are the basic parameters required? And who has the power to include them? Include any of you in scheduled tribe list. Who has the power here? The Manipuri High Court directed the state government to include Methi community within 4 weeks. Regarding the inclusion of Methi community in scheduled areas, tribes, which of the statement is true? So actually they may not be asking this Manipur and controversial aspect, but it is not controversial, it is only subject oriented only. But I am telling you this contextual sensitivity for your convenience only. Okay, Methi. The constitution, this first statement is fine because the judgment was given, therefore the conflict erupted after this judgment only. By keeping this judgment in mind, what did this Supreme Court tell? What was the verdict it has given? Supreme Court? See, actually to include somebody in the scheduled tribes, it should be notified by whom? President of India. Before notification coming into picture, under which article again? There are articles under Article 342. Article 342 में 2 classes है. Article 342 class 1, class 2. Okay. So before this notification came into picture, there should be a procedure that should take place in which Parliament, after the bill was passed and the consent was given in the Parliament only, same should be replicated in the notification given by the President. There should not be any alteration as well. Okay, this should be the procedure. But what happened with respect to Methi community to be listed under scheduled tribes and within 4 weeks you have to give me a report? High courts should never interfere into legislative and executive actions which had to be taken place in the Parliament and later notified by the executive action, that is by President. This is a basic dispute happened there. So what are the things that you need to remember here? Possible questions: ethnic tribes, constitutional safeguards and provisions, and various customary laws and practices that they have been practicing, right? These are the only potential themes that you need to identify. So coming to this one, Article 341, Class 1, Class 2, coming to this. Article 342, 341, Class 1, Class 2. Here, yeah, as per Article 342, Class 1 of the Constitution, it is presidential power to designate, it is whom? Presidential power to designate a scheduled caste or tribe. Whether you belong to scheduled tribe or not is being designated by whom? President. You cannot claim yourself, or High Court should never interfere. Second thing. Next, Chief Justice of India said that the Constitution bench in state of Maharashtra versus Millen, state of Maharashtra versus Millen, had held in November 2000. It is High Court has referred this one. Okay, sorry, Supreme Chief Justice of India. Chief Justice of India has referred this one. Which one? Maharashtra versus Millen case in 2000. It is not open to state government or courts. It is not open to state government or courts or tribunals or any other authority to modify, amend or alter list of scheduled tribes. Even ST commission is there. It cannot alter. It can only recommend. Ultimately, it has to be done by presidential notification only. Okay. Until the notification issued under Clause 1 of the Article 342. Under Article 342 Clause 1 only, a person will be designated as scheduled tribe or scheduled something. Okay. And Constitution bench held that notification issued under this Clause 1 of Article 342 specifying scheduled tribes can be amended only law that has to be made by whom? Parliament. Law must be passed by Parliament. Next, the Constitution bench held that scheduled tribes order that had to be read as it is. Scheduled tribe order has to be read as it is. What is this order? Order means Execution Act. Okay. The law what is passed in the Parliament has to be replicated as it is. It has to be read as it is. Next thing. The settled law in the Millen verdict, that is State of Maharashtra versus Millen in 2000, which was reiterated by Chief Justice of India in this verdict had been referred by July 2017 judgment authored by Justice Chandrachud. And it is a 3-judge constitutional bench. And one more case, that is Supreme Court in CMD FCI versus Jagdish Balram Bahira. CMD FCI versus Jagdish Balram Bahira, to note that the presidential order under Article 342 regarding scheduled tribes were always final. Presidential order was final. There should not be any alteration, no interference. If somebody puts files a case against the presidential order under Article 342, then immediately the High Court or concerned High Court should refer it to whom? Only the President. Okay. So, it cannot order the President to notify meeting under this one. Okay. Or it should never go against it. Something else, it should never interfere, it should never order. It should never give any verdict. There is certain procedure, legal procedure, legislative procedure here. So, next, Article 341 and 342 of the Constitution of India defines as to who would be scheduled caste and scheduled tribes with respect to any state. Article, fact is 341 and 342 defining who would be scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. This is Article 341, 342. Actually, with respect to scheduled tribes, 342, clause 1, that is presidential notification. If Parliament has passed a law, but presidential notification hasn't come into picture, still you cannot designate one person as scheduled tribe. Okay. If President has notified, but there was no law passed behind it, it should never be implemented. Then you can go to court. Okay. You can go to court if any of these predecessors was not taken place. Any of these predecessor procedures were not taken place, then you can approach the court. Okay. Next. What is this? The President may, with respect to any state or union territory under Article 341, Clause 1, and caste, tribes, and are parts of groups within caste, races, tribes, the President may designate under this Constitution. And with respect to union territory as well. Parliament under Article 341, Clause 2, Parliament may by law include or exclude from the list of scheduled caste specified in notification issued under Clause 1. Under Clause 1, Parliament can amend that notification. Okay. With re-notification, you cannot amend through executive order. Ultimately, presidential order is executive order. With re-notification, you cannot do. The notification is nothing but implementation of the law passed in the Parliament. It is not having any power to alter the law passed in the Parliament. Simple. Okay. So, the tribe part of group with any. Next thing. 342 Clause 1. President may, with respect to any state, union, territory, after consulting the governor, by public notification, specify the tribes or tribal communities are parts of this group, and they may be designated as scheduled tribe or something. Okay. Under this. Now, you can answer any of these questions, like not more than 5 seconds for each one. Not more than 5 seconds. So, regarding the inclusion of Miti community in the scheduled tribe list, which statement is true? The Constitution bench state Maharashtra Millen held that state government have the authority to modify the list. The Constitution bench held that scheduled tribes order can be amended by any authority. The presidential order under Article 342. Yes, regarding scheduled tribes is always final. Okay. It has taken 10 seconds. No. Next. Who has the power to designate a scheduled caste or tribe as per Article 342 Clause 1? Who has power? That's it. directly you can come to a conclusion. Next, according to Constitution bench, in state of Maharashtra versus Mill, what is the correct statement? State government can modify scheduled tribes. State government cannot modify. Next, scheduled tribes, order must be read as it is. Yes, order must be read as it is. No interpretation. What is mean by order must be read as it is? ఏదో ఒక కోర్టు తీసుకొని నాకు నచ్చినట్టుగా నువ్వు ఇంటర్ప్రిట్ చేస్తా అంటే కుదరదు అని తిట్టడం. నువ్వు అది ఏది ఉందో అట్లనే చదువు, ఎక్స్ట్రా చేయొద్దు, ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడద్దు, ఎక్కువ దాని గురించి నువ్వు కొట్టివేతలు తీసివేతలు కలపడాలు ఇవన్నీ చేయొద్దు అని చెప్పింది ఎవరు? స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ మహారాష్ట్ర వర్సెస్ మిలింద్ కేస్ ఇన్ 2000. Okay, which authority can amend the notification specifying scheduled tribes? I hope this question may come in 2024. ఎందుకంటే షెడ్యూల్డ్ ఏరియాస్ గురించి 23లో అడిగా, 22లో అడిగా, 2019లో అవే స్టేట్మెంట్స్ తిప్పి అడిగిన ఉన్నాయి, ఆ థీమ్ బేస్ మీద అడిగాడు. సో there may be possibility. Next, which authority can amend the notification specifying scheduled tribes as per the Constitution bench? Which authority here? Next, Article 341 to 42 of the Constitution pertains to C. Is it powers of the president? No. It is about definition of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Right. India leads list of 10 countries with 60% of global maternal deaths, stillbirths, newborn deaths, UN study. So, but you need to remember one thing, that 60% of global maternal deaths, stillbirths, newborn deaths are taking place. India leads list of top 10 actually. Okay, what is this list? But number of births, 100 మంది పుడితే 17 మంది ఎక్కడ పుడుతున్నారు? ఇండియాలో పుడుతున్నారు. ఓకే కదా? సో మనిషికి ఫస్ట్ పని ఏంటి? తిందో, నెక్స్ట్ కండం అని పెట్టుకున్నారు వాళ్ళు. 100 మంది పుడితే 17 మంది ఇక్కడే పుడితే మరి చనిపోయే సంఖ్య కూడా ప్రపోర్షనేట్ గానే ఉంటుంది. సో అందుకే ఆ పాయింట్ కూడా మెన్షన్. యూఎన్ స్టడీస్ ఏం చెప్తే ఇప్పుడు అది లేదు, ఇది లేదు, అది లేదు, ఇది లేదు అని తిడతా ఉంటాయి. కానీ 150 crore పాపులేషన్. ఓకే, సో మరి ఫ్యూచర్లో వాళ్ళందరూ పాపులేషన్ తగ్గిపోతే యూరోప్ అంతా ఇండియా అయిపోద్ది. ఎంపీలు ఎమ్మెల్యే కంటెస్ట్ చేయడానికి కూడా మన వాళ్ళే ఉంటారు అక్కడ. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే, సరే నేను దట్ ఈస్ వై ఐ హావ్ మెన్షన్ దట్ స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ యాజ్ వెల్. ఓకే, కంపేర్ టు. సో అకార్డింగ్ టు ద ఫస్ట్ ఎవర్ జాయింట్ ఎవ్రీ న్యూబోర్న్, దిస్ ఈస్ ఈనాప్. ఓకే, న్యూబోర్న్ యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్, ఎవ్రీ న్యూబోర్న్ యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్ and ending preventable maternal mortality progress tracking report. The global progress in reducing deaths for pregnant women, mothers and babies has flatlined for 8 years due to decreasing investment in maternal newborn health. After 2015, in India's case also, these newborn deaths and stillbirths increased after 2015 as well. But after COVID-19, the funding for this funding to reduce this maternal mortality and infant mortality was also reduced after COVID pandemic across the world, not only in India, across the world. So, global challenges posed by COVID-19 pandemic, climate change and conflicts, other emergencies as well. Cost of living increases with countries, and this is leading to slow progress in this decade for last 8 years. Why? 60% of this newborn are facing stillbirths, underweight, undernourishment, all these things because of these issues. The conflict has been tremendous for last 1 decade compared to previous ones. And climate change impact, and also the conflicts and pandemic, which is very disastrous in situation across the world. Next, funding shortfall on underinvestment in primary health care was also a devastating situation for the prospects, and report highlighting this one. That UN study, the UN study was done by whom? What is the study? Every newborn action plan and ending preventable maternal mortality. So what is this? India saw 7,88,000 maternal deaths, stillbirths and neonatal deaths. Okay, India saw 7,88,000 maternal deaths, stillbirths and neonatal deaths in 2020. Out of total 4.5 million deaths across the world. 4.5 million deaths. But you need to account this one as well. You need to account that 17% of global live births India accounting for around 17% of entire global births, which could be a factor for the large number of maternal deaths, stillbirths and neonatal deaths. So I have to balance this one to tell you that you have to balance this answer. You cannot criticize completely India directly, right? There is no effort has been taken place. Is it true statement? Poshan Abhiyan is also there. Midday meal scheme is there. Scheme, one of the successful projects. Public distribution system, successful project. Antyodaya, successful project. For there are several direct benefit transfer schemes which are taking place for many years, many decades. So it is very clear that the number of births taking place in India is around 17%. Therefore, out of 4.5 million births across the globe, how many stillbirths, maternal deaths in India? 7,88,000. So compared to this one, this is lesser, isn't it? Next, Jan Suraksha schemes complete 8 years of providing social security cover. This is also fine, important and several times asked. What is this Jan Suraksha? Jan Suraksha Bima Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Atal Pension Yojana, and one more Yojana is also there. What is this? Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana and Atal Pension Yojana. Okay, last way. What are these schemes? Actually, it was launched in Kolkata in May, when Prime Minister of India came into power for the first time in 2015 in West Bengal. 16.2 crore people, 34.2 and 5.2 respectively. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana and Atal Pension Yojana. Okay, 16 crore people subscribed to this one and 34 crore for Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. What is this Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana? It is an accidental death cover of 2 lakh rupee per head. Okay, per annum premium is 12 rupees. Okay, in the initial times. Next, what is this Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana? It is life insurance, a kind of life insurance. What is the premium that has to be paid by each one? Around 462, 482, some amount is there. The amount is not important, per annum premium. Okay. Next, Atal Pension Yojana. This is for whom? Unorganized sector workers. Unorganized sector workers. And they may contribute 1000 rupees to 5000 rupees. 1000 rupees to 5000 rupees between age group of 18 to 40 years are eligible. If a person who is actually ascribing to this one, what do you call? Atal Pension Yojana, he has to pay for 20 years. He has to pay for 20 years. How much should he pay? Suppose if a person between 18 to 20 years, okay, every month he may be paying 20 rupees or 30 rupees. If a person is around 40 years at the later stages of life, he is supposed to subscribe to this one, Atal Pension Yojana. He has to pay per annum 400-500 rupees. Double amount that he has to pay. Okay, there is a certain threshold for every month. After paying it for 20 years, whatever may be the age, if a person starts paying by the age of 20, for 20 years he contributed something from his pocket for Atal Pension Yojana. After his 60 years of age, after he attains 60 years of age, till end of his life, he will be getting proportionate amount per month as pension. Okay, if he is only paying 20 rupees per month for 20 years, okay, between 20 years of age to 40 years, he will be getting only 1000 rupees per month after his 60 years. If he is paying 100 rupees per month for 20 years, he will be given 5000 rupees per month pension. So it is, what does it mean? Simply, it is proportion, the pension reward will be proportionate to the contribution made by the subscriber. This is Atal Pension Yojana. Remaining things are simple. And Atal Pension Yojana is exclusively for whom? Unorganized sector workers. Okay, remaining accidental death and disability coverage life insurance will be for Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana can be subscribed by anyone, no problem. But with respect to Atal Pension Yojana, it is for whom? Unorganized sector workers. So it is not applicable to government employees or any organized sector, big MNCs who are working. So Atal Pension Yojana is administered by whom? Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, PFRDA, is the administering authority of this. And under the overall administrative institutional architecture of National Pension System. You please remember these facts, okay? Who is administering this? PFRDA. Under the overall institutional architecture of this National Pension System. Atal Pension Yojana is open to all bank account holders in the age group of between 18 to 40 years. And benefit subscribers would receive the guaranteed minimum monthly pension of 1000 rupees to 5000 rupees. 1000, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There are 5 components. After they attain the age of 60 years. Based on the contributions made by the subscribers after joining the scheme. If you go to bank, sir, I am an unorganized worker, I would like to subscribe to this Atal Pension Yojana. What should be my contribution? Tell me your age. Simple. If you are at the age of 30, there will be some kind of contribution that you have to make. You want to make contribution for 1000 rupees or 5000 rupees. They will give you a chart. Okay. By choosing that chart, you can pay the amount accordingly, the premium amount. Okay. There is no particular fixed stipulated amount per month for each. Okay. According to the age, according to the interest to contribute something, they can choose the plan for Atal Pension Yojana. So according to that plan, they will get amount from 1000 rupees to 5000 rupees after they attain the age of 60 years. Next, this is Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. It is every year you have to renew it. Renewal should be done every year. This is accidental insurance scheme. Renewable from year to year, offering coverage for death or disability due to accident. Death coverage is 2 lakh and disability is 1 lakh. Next, eligibility persons in the age group of 18 to 70 years. For Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, the eligibility age is between 18 to 70 years. Next, benefits. Accidental death cum disability cover is 2 lakh. For death, for disability due to an accident, that is 1 lakh in case of partial disability. For death or disability due to an accident against a premium of 20 rupees per annum. Okay. 20. For whom? Disability due to an accident against a premium. Suppose, if I want to pay premium of 12 rupees per annum, I will get 2 lakh rupee insurance for my accidental death. Okay. If I pay 20 rupees per annum, not only for accidental death, but also partial disability. So, extra 8 rupees per annum. Simple. Next, Gopal Krishna Gokhale birth anniversary that had taken place in May times. Who is this Gopal Krishna Gokhale? Yeah, okay. You this simple. He's social reformer, established servants of Indian society. First one, established servants of Indian society. And Gokhale led Congress moderate faction. He was a moderate, not extremist. And he was also a guru for whom? Tilak. Not only Gandhi, but also Tilak. You please kindly remember. That is why I have never taken his name. Okay, he went to South Africa. He met Gandhi, Gokhale. He preached something. Okay, Gokhale just born in 1866 only. Gandhi born in 1869. Okay, there is only age difference of 3 years between them. Okay, servants of Indian society. Next, but what do you call? Gokhale sought more political representation for Indians and wanted the British to respect the rights of Indians more. So, what was his moderate approach? These extremists did not want representation from British because this is not any concern or consideration from the British side. It is our birthright to represent ourselves, to have freedom to ourselves, right? So, however, Gokhale's primary focus was to represent Indians into the parliament, not only in Indian parliament but also British parliament. Gokhale's initial political career resembled that of Tilak, but their paths diverged later over differences in opinion about how to improve the lives of common people. And also one more thing, he was patronized by whom? He was prestige of whom? Mahadev Govind Ranade, one of the social reformers. His association with various people that I am telling you, his association with. He was a protege of social. Protege means somebody gave you asylum, some kind of. Asylum means not asylum, kind of more response, okay, more accommodative towards you. Okay, that is reformer Mahadev Govind Ranade. Okay, it's patronized this Gokhale. Next, some of his contemporary leaders were Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Dadabhai Naoroji, and Lal Bal Pal Annie Besant. And servants of India's society aim was to empower Indians through education. Through education. It has worked more in the field of who? Which sector? Education sector. Okay. Next. Indian society for expansion of servants of Indian society for the expansion of education in India. So what are the grey areas that I have missed? Okay. Reached 1900. Gokhale 1905 became the Congress president. In 1905 he became the Congress president and he established servants of Indian society with the aim of expanding education. Next, Gokhale became a member of Mahatma Gandhi, mentor of Mahatma Gandhi when the latter was still trying his way amid a myriad of Indian politics. What is the grey area that I have missed, it seems? 1912, Gokhale went to South Africa. Already I told you, it seems. In which year I haven't said, but in 1912, he went to South Africa. And when Gandhi returned from Africa to India, Gokhale himself guided Gandhi. Next, even in his autobiography, Gandhi calls Gokhale his mentor and guide. Next, interestingly, after Gokhale died on February 19th, on 19th February, Tilak paid glowing tributes to him in an editorial in Kesari. Okay, that is also. ICMOS, one more organization, that is International Council on Monuments and Sites. I have told you various international organizations that you need to remember. One organization that I had already discussed about, UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization. In collaboration with whom it has given some report, it has done some survey, manufacturing survey, innovation manufacturing survey. Karnataka topped in it. Just 1 hour ago we had discussed, immediately forgot. Okay, in collaboration with whom? Department of Science and Technology, United Nations Industrial Development Organization. Its headquarters is in Vietnam. How many countries permanent in? Permanent presence. 60. 70s, 60s. Apple 60. Next, number of total countries that have become members here. 170 by 2019 in United Nations. For the purpose, what is its function and major role? Contribute to the development of industrial sector in marginal countries, third world countries, developing countries. That is United Nations Industrial Development Organization. Okay. Now, in collaboration with DST, it has given report on National Innovation Manufacturing Survey. Karnataka was topping in that and followed by Telangana and Tamil Nadu. Least performing states were Odisha, Jharkhand. Have you remembered everything, right? So, in the first article, you must have been very attentive. Okay, ICMOS. I am talking about ICMOS. Now, second, international organizations. What is this ICMOS? International Council on Monuments and Sites. International Council on Monuments and Sites. What does it do? There are certain sites which are listed as World Heritage Sites. There will be a committee behind it, World Heritage Committee. Who will recommend that committee to be listed under World Heritage Site? This International Council on Monuments and Sites. This will recommend World Heritage Committee to list certain areas under this one. Okay. International Council. What is Shantiniketan? Was recommended by whom? ICMOS. International Council for Monuments and Sites. It recommended Shantiniketan. It is located in West Bengal. And it was actually home for Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, and it has been recommended for the inclusion in the under UNESCO's World Heritage Site. And Vishwa Bharati was one of the universities built by Tagore located in Shantiniketan itself. Next, the recommendation was made by International Council on Monuments and Sites. Okay, this is advisory body to the UNESCO World Heritage Center. Next, ICMOS is a France-based international culture body, France-based international culture body, which comprising various professionals, experts, even from local authorities and companies and heritage organizations. So, many stakeholders are involved. It is not taken from only United Nations or some organization. It is a France-based cultural organization, okay, in which many stakeholders are participating and partially selecting various sites across the world to be listed under UNESCO's World Heritage Site. It is an advisory body to UNESCO World Heritage Center. Okay, the World Heritage Committee will consider the opinion and recommendations given by ICMOS. So, okay, this is one. Next, in 2021, UNESCO has included Durga Puja in Kolkata as intangible cultural heritage. If Shantiniketan is listed under UNESCO's World Heritage Site, this will be the second one under UNESCO's World Heritage list. One is tangible and the other one will be intangible. Next, Delhi government announced a scheme to regulate cab aggregators, delivery service providers. So, one more thing that you need to remember, if a statement is given that the state government can regulate motor vehicle aggregators which can commute across various borders of the state, country, various interstate commutation. Suppose if I tell like that, for interstate, Delhi is exactly in the hot space, okay, hotspot. What do you call? Just within half an hour or 1 hour, you can go to Noida, which is a border region of Uttar Pradesh. Within half an hour or 1 hour, you can go to Haryana. Okay, so most of the motor vehicle aggregators, which are registered across various states, are also roaming in Delhi. So, can I control these motor vehicle aggregators which are operating across various states? So, simple, yes, you can. You can, how can you? It's under certain norms and conditions. Okay, for the security and safety of the passengers and for facilitating motor vehicle aggregators business. You can do various regulations. Even union territory, not only the state, even union territory able to do such a regulations, therefore automatically it will be done by whom? Even states as well, isn't it? So for that purpose only I have told you, if a statement is given like motor vehicle aggregators who are operating across various states in India will be regulated by only central government. Is this statement correct? No. Actually, if there is a parliamentary law passed and executed by central government, therefore no state government can subside that parliamentary law. If it is not notified by President of India, if any state law which is actually taking some consent, which has taken consent of the President, therefore the state law will prevail. If Parliament has made a law, therefore central law will prevail, isn't it? These are basic things. So Delhi government announces schemes to regulate cab aggregators develop. Okay, what is it telling? This draft motor vehicle aggregator scheme 2023 aiming at regulating cab aggregators and delivering service providers in the city. What is the service? The scheme aims to achieve the twin objectives, prioritizing the safety of the passengers, already I have told you, and also encouraging electric vehicles. Okay, what is the scheme telling? 100% electric vehicle, to bring 100% electric vehicles. It is incentivizing them. There will be zero license fee on the electric vehicles. If a motor vehicle aggregator is going to shift from shift from petrol or diesel or CNG based vehicle to electric vehicle, their license fee will be zero. They won't be having any license fee. Okay. Next thing is the security mechanism for the passengers. Each motor vehicle aggregator must comply certain norms. That norm is mostly with respect to this panic button in all vehicles and integrate it with 112 Delhi Police Emergency Helpline. Okay. So every car, motor vehicle car or even Rapido bike as well, something, must mandatorily install a panic button in all vehicles and integrate it with 112 Delhi Police Emergency Helpline. These are the two things that were reforms brought by Delhi government only. Right. Next statement. Yeah. What are the other disputes happening with respect to Delhi Union Territory Capital? 239A. Already you might have known about this. Constitution Bench headed by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, again reiterating National Capital Delhi. Okay. It would not have power to legislate on public order, law and police. It would not legislate on public order, law. So what does it mean? The Supreme Court on May 11 gave the Delhi government power to make laws and wield control over bureaucrats. So what does it mean? If a bureaucrat is working under both the governments, that is Delhi government and central government, must comply the regulations and norms given by Delhi government. They should not go against the orders given by Delhi government. However, if it is a police personnel, they should not comply to the regulations given by Delhi government. If it is related to law and order, they no need to agree to it. If it is related to whom? If it is related to land dispute, the order must not be valid. Then coming to this point, that is motor vehicle aggregators must imply a panic button for the safety of passengers. This was the ruling passed by Delhi government. Okay. Under something like public order or safety and security. Will it be valid? No. Not like that, because it is a scheme, it is a draft bill which is under proposal. You cannot say it is wrong, or you cannot say it is absolutely right. It is, what does it mean? It is a draft bill. This draft should become law. This law should never have any dispute with central government. If central government had no dispute, there won't be any kind of dispute arisen in the court. If dispute arisen in the court, it is a federal dispute or not semi-federal dispute. Okay. In this semi-federal dispute, who will decide finally? Like Justice Chandrachud only. Okay. Delhi government. If Justice Chandrachud or CJI or other judges feel it is interfering into public order, police and other land disputes areas which are exempted under the state list, that is entry 41 it seems. Entry 41 it seems. Okay, I will tell you which entry. So therefore, it will become invalid until it is decided by the Supreme Court. Until a dispute arises between central and Delhi government, you cannot say it is invalid, because there is no much interference of the Delhi government into the law and order area here, because they are bringing some panic button as mandatory one. Okay, if it is affecting motor vehicle aggregators use economically, it may not be coming under this one. But if it is considered to be part of this law and order dispute, then again it has to be resolved by Supreme Court only. Okay, this is just a draft bill. You cannot say it is absolutely true or false. So that is why attentive reading is very important while reading the article. What is this attentive reading? The first statement immediately. Delhi government announced a draft motor vehicle aggregator scheme 2023. Draft. Delhi government has passed a law. Then you can say at present it is valid because there is no dispute arisen. Okay. However, you need to consider only the constitutional provisions, that is 69th Amendment, which brought this 239 AA, which declared Union Territory of Delhi to be administered by Lieutenant Governor, who should work under aid and advice of the ministers only. And this Lieutenant Governor was, according to Article 239 AA, borne by the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers of National Capital Territory of Delhi, in relation to the matters within the legislative scope of it, and coming under all services coming under entry 41 of state list. But entry 41 under state list, there are certain exemptions only to Delhi government. What are those exemptions? With respect to law and order, police and land. Except these three areas, remaining all services under entry 41 given to the state list can be executed by Delhi government, and it must be approved and followed by Lieutenant Governor of the Delhi. Next, Memorandum of Agreement was signed. This is with respect to ICMR, Ayush Ministry, signs an agreement on health research in integrated medicine. Health research in integrated medicine. What does it mean? A memorandum of agreement was signed between Indian Council of Medical Research and the Ministry of Ayush. What is this memorandum of agreement? I will continue tomorrow. Okay.